Swapping mags!
Swapping mags. Swapping mags. Swapping mags.
Swapping mags!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Swapping Mags, the unofficial Rainbow Six Siege podcast, and boy, did we have a vacation.
Vacation.
Vacation!
Ladies get in free.
Alright, we'll stop that bit right in its tracks. Yeah, I went to Disney, so we had to take a little break. But we're back!
We're back.
And dare I say... Okay. You know, I was gonna say, and we're better than ever, but you talked over me. So, we are back. We are as good as we've ever been, if not worse. And we got Braxton texting. If he continues,
I'm here. I'm ready.
Are you queer?
I'm back. I'm back. Update on my life. I got an apprenticeship at a tattoo shop, guys.
Oh.
So,
wow. That's a new segment we're calling Things Nobody Cares About. You knew that was coming. And Pat, how have you been, my man?
I've been doing pretty good. If you saw my Snapchat today, I'm doing a lot of experimental cooking, and I think it's turning out really well.
Hey Pat, do you want to give the listeners your Snapchat so everybody can Snapchat you?
You really should.
Patrick 017.
017. Patrick 017. Everybody add Pat on Snapchat. Send him pictures of your little weenies.
I was just about to say that.
God.
Yeah, but anyway, there's one thing I want to talk about, and one thing I have to say, guys. It's more of a question I posed to you.
Okay.
What's in the canister? Boom.
I know what you're wondering. What's in the canister? I could tell you, but then I'd have to kill you.
Right into it. Bam, 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 bam. Sorry. So we got a lot to talk about this week. It's gonna be fun. Let's get right into things. We had a special DM on Twitter. We do have a Twitter. If you want to follow us, go to Swapping Mags Pod at Swapping Mags Pod. And we had a message from a good man named Muscles. What up, Muscles?
What up?
And Muscles asked the question. He gave us a 5 out of 5, by the way.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I don't think you do better.
I mean,
mathematically,
I don't think you can.
What do you think we would have got out of 10, though?
You see, if I'm going by 5 out of 5s, I'm saying 10s out of 10s.
Right.
Well, okay.
Probably
hypothetically
5 out of 10.
speaking,
You
though,
might just like 5.
if we were doing it out of 87, what would we get?
Do you think we would get... I think we would be more...
I think we get a 5.
Like a 73.
Well, anyway.
Sweet 69.
That's inappropriate. Inappropriate, Patrick. Children listen to this podcast. But anyway, his question was, which non-ranked map is your favorite, and would you want it to be added back into ranked? Okay. So, before
Can we 3-2-1 it, by the way?
Oh, you want to 3-2-1 it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to read them off and so Pat knows?
we'll
Okay, so Pat, these are the ones that are not in the ranked pool right now. We have Tower, Yacht, House, Hartford Base, Plain, Bartlett, and Favela. So, we are going to 1, 2, 3, and I want to give you a second to think about it, and tell me when you guys are ready to go.
I'm ready.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Plain.
House.
Yacht.
All different.
All different.
I'm surprised because I thought you... Well, I know you love Yacht, but I thought you liked House a lot, too.
I do, but I like Plain because I think it's great.
All right,
It's
well...
definitely a fun map.
All right, well, Braxton, I want you to hit me up with your reasons why first.
House is my favorite because it is the most fun map in the game.
Fair
I
enough.
would never put it in ranked because it's too unbalanced, in my opinion. But I've never had more fun on a map in my entire life than playing on House.
Wow.
That's what I got. That's what I. This is
There
what
it
I bring
is.
to the table.
There it
That's a
is.
good answer.
All right, Pat, I want to hear yours.
So I picked Yacht, not because I think it should be in ranked. I think if they were going to put it in ranked, they should probably allow for more floor penetration between the levels.
Okay.
But I just like the map best out of the non-ranked ones.
Okay. All right. I understand. So it's my turn. Your boy picked Plain, and it's just it's a different map.
I just think you like playing Glaz on the outside.
I mean,
of the map.
who doesn't like to play Glass on that map, though? Who doesn't?
Oh, come on.
But
It's
seriously,
probably the funnest Glass map.
yeah,
for
it is
sure.
the most
It's
fun.
definitely the most fun.
Yeah, it's definitely not the funnest.
Okay.
But yeah.
Welcome back.
It's one of those just like I was gonna describe it in an odd way, but it's a different map because it's very needle-ish. I was gonna say needle.
You could almost say linear.
I prefer needle-ish actually. Yeah, because every map you got a big open space. It's more width than it is length. This one it's just tall width. Shut up. Damn it, Patrick. And I just like it, man.
Would you say it has a lot of girth to it?
Yeah, it's a very girthy map. Something I would like to receive personally. A nice girthy map.
Would you put it in ranked?
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
God,
okay,
no.
Good.
Okay,
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Could you make any changes so it would be viable in ranked?
Yes. Make the plane just completely bulletproof from the outside. Why? Or make it the complete opposite, and you can shoot through everything.
Fuse.
I would change.
Lead.
It wouldn't be on the runway. It would be in the air.
Oh
then
my
fighting in the
God, Patrick!
And you just fly,
Brilliant.
you float in, no spawn killing. That would be cool.
That is.
You
Or
could
we
like
could.
parachute in, kind of like in some action movies, like Batman, whatnot.
Or whatnot. Yeah.
If I'm thinking of movies where people jump out of planes, it's actually funny, but that's the first movie I thought of.
Dark Knight Rises. In
Yeah.
the beginning.
Why would you shoot man?
Of course. Yeah. But okay, if you had to put one of these back into the ranked pool, which one is it and why? Which one do you think you might not like it, but you just think it could go back in and you wouldn't be too upset by it?
Yacht.
Yacht?
Yacht. I would say yacht.
That's one of my favorite maps.
I would say either Yacht or Hartford Base, but I don't really like Hartford Base in
Right.
ranked. I think it's a fun map, but I don't know if it's a good ranked map. There's a lot of outside penetration.
Right. Outside
You know.
penetration. Is it girthy? At least? Yeah, I would say yacht. Go ahead, Pat.
Okay. I'm glad we're all on the same page, making the same sort of jokes tonight. Really shows how mature we are. And,
Yeah, in the past 2 weeks,
Yeah.
we learned that PP jokes are the best jokes.
PB jokes.
PP jokes! Hashtag PP jokes. What's the worst map that you don't want to see back in ranked?
Oh, there's only one.
Favela.
Oh,
You're-
you said no. We know what it is. Hashtag.
Bartlett University
Oh no,
is a pile of shiticus.
Shiticus? Are you serious?
I've never hated any map on any video game more than Bartlett University. Worst thing. I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
You're gonna say Tower.
I am gonna say tower.
Yeah.
I've never heard a person say, "Oh, you know what's a good map? Tower." And you know what is happening to me right now? I'm 1,000 degrees. I'm boiling. So I'm going to turn on the fan. While I do that, we did have another Twitter notification. This one not from Muscles. By the way, if you want to add Muscles on PlayStation and play with him, I think we are going to do that also. We can, we'd love to play with fans. PlayStation name is Muscles. I don't know how he got that.
That's just
It's just muscles.
It's just Muscles.
That's what I'm saying. Like all of those one line names, I don't know how people get it.
Yeah.
That's dope.
When I was introverted. I'm gonna insert a story here.
Okay.
After I had my stroke.
Right. Everybody.
When I was a kid, I played Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Played with a guy named Jack Black. You cannot convince me it was anyone but Jack Black because how do you get that name?
He definitely played with Jack Black.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to move on from Braxton thinking he played with a celebrity, and we're going to go on to our next Twitter question from Andrew. What's up, Andrew? Nice to meet you. And he said, he has two questions. First, when did they add hostage to ranked? I'm fairly certain it's always been in ranked, correct? It's just very...
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, since I've been playing, I thought I had...
Right. But his bigger question was... right here. Hey, don't know if you guys want any ideas or not, but if you do, I was wondering if you guys had any tips for being a last man standing, both defense and offense. Alright, so this is an interesting question. So what I want to talk about first is if you are the last man standing, what operator do you want to be and why? Braxton.
I will say that if I'm defending, I want to be dead, and I want Patrick to be smoke.
Wow.
The most...
Yeah, he is a clutch smoke.
Think about the most clutch defenses you've ever seen, and it's always Patrick with smoke.
No, you're not. You're not wrong at all.
You're making me blush a little.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You see it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Show me.
Show me. Show me.
Show me? Okay.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
So, Patrick, how do you do it on defense, man?
So, I remain very, very patient. Alright. I'll preface this. I'm not a patient man. I want it, and I want it now.
Mm-hmm.
I want my money now. JG Wentworth.
It's my money, and I need it now.
Whatever.
He tried, though. That's the thing.
But if I'm the last man, I just hold it down, retreat to objective, remain very patient. I would like to have had no smokes used, so I have all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
And usually trying to push them, give them a little pushback until they have to come to me in the last minute. And then I smoke out the room, and there's really not a lot of options that they can do instead of just rush at the last 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and I have my shotgun out, and I'm prepared for the run-in, and that's usually what happens. They run to me because they don't have a lot of time left.
Mm-hmm.
They make mistakes, and I capitalize on it with my shotgun.
Okay. So, Braxton, you gave yours away to Patrick on defense. What offense?
I will say, I'm going to toot my own horn here,
Okay.
that I think on attack, I'm the most clutch human being of all time.
Wow.
You've seen me play.
No, I agree.
On attack, it's different for me on defense. I've gotten them before on defense, but I've never been, consistent. I think on attack, it's mainly being able to slow down when you're the last one and not get super flustered and just kind of be quiet and do your own thing. And plus, I have great teammates.
Oh,
Great teammates. They relay information when they need to, and when they realize that they don't need to say anything because I'm listening, they don't do it.
okay.
Call-outs from the grave.
Call-out from
Call
the
outs
grave.
from the grave are the way to win.
So...
I have a question for Braxton.
Okay.
What operator would you prefer to be using?
Ooh.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say that. Hey, Braxton, what operator?
That's a good question, Jason.
I like Buck because I'm comfortable with him, but if I'm picking one, most of the time I'm going to say Ash. I love playing Ash to clutch. And Ying lately.
Really?
I know a lot of people have had beef with Ying lately, and I don't know why, but for some reason her gun I've just been getting nonstop headshots with. And I think it was on Chalet. It was 2 separate times I ended up clutching it. It was
With
me versus 3 and me versus 4, but with Ying.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either, but that's why I said I don't know if something changed with her. I don't know. Either way.
So your defense operator would be Patrick playing smoke.
Yes.
And your offensive operator would be either Ash or Ying.
Ash or Ying. I'm going to say Ash or Ying.
Wow. Shocked.
If I have to narrow it down, I'm going to pick Ash.
All right, so Pat, we know you're a defensive person, and we heard all about it. Who is your offensive operator? If you're staying alive, who do you want to be and why?
Even though I'm a huge Thermite fan, and he's mostly the pick I go with, if I'm gonna clutch it, I would prefer Zofia. Just for the concussion grenades to be able to see if anyone's seeing using that line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
If I have some impact grenades, I could open up some angles. It's always nice to have some variability instead of just walking in a doorway, you know?
Right.
So, Sophia, I mean, her gun, oof, that AK, sick nasty. I love it.
All right. Well, there you go. I'm going to run through mine really quick. I believe he said something along the lines of he's usually alive last, and he's a lot of times he's fuse.
He is fuse, supposedly.
Now, I don't want to self-proclaim myself as a fuse king. I don't want to do it, but I'm going to.
Hold on.
Okay. Yep.
You are the fuse king.
Well, thank you.
I will say it.
Well,
I'll
thank
say
you,
it.
sir. Well, that is very nice of you, and I will take that crown and put it upon my dome. And I will say this: Fuse is fantastic operator. If you listen to the last episode we had, where it was Jason goes solo, I had a good rant about how I love Fuse. And so if you're Fuse, I believe he's a 2-speed 2 armor, correct? Or is he a 1?
I thought he was a 1-speed.
Is he?
I could be wrong, but I thought he was 1-speed because he has a shield. He has a shield as a
two.
primary sometimes.
Well,
if you choose it.
Let's just assume that Braxton's wrong, because he is. The thing with Fuse is, I mean, once your cluster charges are out, it depends on what gun you have, that if you're useless or not. If you run shield, here's the thing that you should do. If you run shield, I want you to go to your settings and delete the game, right? I think that's just what, you just delete it off your system, maybe sell your thing at GameStop, whatever, or your local EB Games, or Play and Trade, or mom and pop shops.
Blockbuster, return it back to Blockbuster.
Or go to a Blockbuster, you know? They're still going. Circuit City. Or just, alright. But anyway, don't run the shield. Run the, not the one with the bullets hanging out of it. I don't like that one. What's
the LMG?
I don't like it. I run the one, what is it, the AK. I run the AK with the
AK.
ACOG, because I'm a GOG. Duh. Okay.
That hurt my brain.
I gotta say,
It's the face that made it even better.
I gotta say, this is the funniest podcast we've done in a while.
This is really good.
Because we haven't done a podcast in a while. But anyway, if you're Fuse and you are the last, let's say it's a 1v4. You've used all your grenades. You're done. What are you gonna do? This is what you do. You also want to run those breach charges, and you want to blow up the top of wherever you are. If there is no top, you're pretty much done. See, it's very map dependency, you know.
Yeah, I was about to say. I feel like Fuse is pretty map dependent.
Right. But you know, it's tough. You just gotta have good shots and make yourself angles, especially with Fuse. Fuse is really good. You gotta just be a floor above him. But if I'm picking an attacker to clutch it with,
Do you pick Fuse?
I don't pick Fuse. I don't pick Fuse. I'm actually gonna pick Twitch.
Yeah, you're really good
I'm
with
really
Twitch.
good under pressure with Twitch. I've clutched a couple with Twitch. You know, I like to take some health off with her drones, even though they should buff it. I say it every day. But I'm not going to get into it today.
I guess that's what it comes down to, is mainly if you think you're going to be in a situation where you're going to have to clutch, or if you're playing solo queue, just whoever's gun you're most comfortable with.
Right, exactly.
That's why, that's literally the only reason I pick Ash.
Yeah. That's it. Like, Twitch is my favorite gun.
Yeah.
So that's why I
And
pick
then
it.
Patrick even said it was Zofia.
Right.
That's his favorite gun.
On defense, this is going to be a shocking pick for you guys. It's not going to be anybody you'd think I would pick, like a Frost or a Ying, or not a Ying, Chinese guy. Legion! Sorry, guys. It would 100% be Jaeger. Best gun in the game.
I agree.
And I mean, he's fast as hell. Bring back the ACOG, or don't. I don't care. It's the best gun. It's a clutch machine. If you're not going to go with that, the literal obvious choice is Tachanka. Right, guys?
Right.
Right, guys.
Right.
Right.
I won't be on the next episode
Right.
because of what we just said.
I'm sure...
Not,
Go ahead, Pat.
not to put you on the spot, but can you think of any favorite clutches of yours, either with Ying or Fuse or anyone? Twitch?
I remember a recent Twitch clutch. I believe it was me, you, Devin. We were playing on Oregon, and it was 1v4, and I know Ethan, you know, very positive guy, Ethan.
Super positive.
And
probably the most positive human being I've ever met in my entire life.
Right, you know? Like, I don't want to be
Full
around
of
him
energy.
because he's so positive.
It makes me sick how
Like,
positive he is.
Sometimes I have to leave the game because I'm
Yeah.
like, too much positive. But he said, you know, we lost, we were down 1-4, and he said, "That's it, guys. We lost. Game's over." And I went, "Not on my watch," and not yet. And I went, "Gring-a-ding-ding-ding-ding." And I killed all 4 of them, and I got the clutch. And I remember Devin giving me that, you know, that mwah, you know,
Yes.
that's not English, but I clutched it and I got a lot of praise from it, and that was my favorite clutch recently. But if I'm actually talking about clutches from everyone, I'll say about 2 years ago.
I knew you. Is this Favela?
It is Favela.
Okay.
This was right when they released the sights for Glaz.
Yep.
his thermal sight. Before this, glass did not have a thermal sight whatsoever. And Braxton was big. He's like, I'm going to try this glass. I was like, Braxton, it's not going.
It's not.
It's
It
not
wasn't going well. It wasn't.
But he decides to do it anyway. It's a 1v3 at this point. And just him, and he hangs off the edge of the map.
It was the bomb site on Favela. I don't know what it was called, but it was the one that everybody chose because it was the easiest to defend from everywhere. It was the highest floor, and there's the double door that you could barricade. Then the only other entrance without having to breach a hole was the doorway to the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could blow a hatch. Now, I don't even think there was a hatch, but the whole entire... all of Favela is destroyable. So
right,
really,
yeah.
Whatever.
There was a blown-up wall from a thermite or whatnot, and Braxton hangs off the side, and boom, he clips one. I said, it's a 1v2. It's still... Time's ticking. I think there's 10 seconds left on the clock. I'm like, Braxton, unless you're a god. Braxton swoops in, turns to his right, takes one shot, and that one shot killed 2 people. It killed 2 people with one shot, and he clutched it. Braxton,
As I was swinging in, I shat myself.
you shat yourself, I shat myself. It is still on my PlayStation, and if you guys want to see it, I can post it on our Twitter.
I don't know if it was one shot. I think it might have been 2.
Was it 2?
2 shots.
Okay.
To kill both of them, because they were both huddled in the
Because
same
I remember
corner.
they were together, and you shot them, and it hit them both. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, and then boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been a couple shots. But anyway, it was impressive nonetheless.
That is a good clutch.
But that's my favorite clutch. So, all in all, I hope that answers... the last thing I'll say for Andrew, I believe... By the way, thank you for listening to the podcast, Andrew. You're awesome.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
If you're last alive, keep your calm. If you're in a squad, something I like to just say is just don't yell at anybody and don't let anybody yell at you. If somebody's talking in your ear, tell them, hey, dude, I got this. Just let me do it. You know? It's a team game.
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't know how many times I've had, while I was clutching it, I would just, I would shush people. And
Especially
it would work
like
out
our
for the better.
positive friend, Ethan.
Right. Ethan, Mr. Positivity, he does this thing. I love the guy. Literally one of my favorite people in the world. But, Braxton, pretend like you're playing in Hartford Base, okay?
Okay, I'm in Hartford Base.
You're on the second floor. Ready? And I'm going to be Ethan.
Am I alive?
Yeah, you're still alive.
All right, I'm walking up the stairs
To
to the third floor.
the left. Braxton, to the left. 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 No, Braxton, to the left. And that is my, look at the spikes. Oh my god.
I didn't know Ethan joined the party.
Hey guys. But anyway, love the guy. Hope he doesn't listen to this. He won't. But that is our last alive play. Again, you're down 1v4. If you don't clutch it, don't get mad at yourself.
Yeah.
If you do, congratulations.
It's
That's
not like it happens
awesome.
all the time.
Right. It does not. But I teased this. I had a spit in my mouth. Pretty gross, guys. I teased this 2 weeks ago on the last podcast. Jason Goes Solo had very good positive reviews. But I said we are going to talk about a map. And boy, are we about to talk about a map. Are you guys ready?
I actually did get paid today.
Yeah! And
Lord.
and that brings me to, we're going to talk about Bank.
Let's talk about bank.
Let's talk about Bank. Let's talk about Bank. Yeah.
Why am I friends with you guys?
I don't know.
I don't know,
I don't know
man.
why I'm friends with myself. So, let's talk about base. Braxton, I feel like you have a lot to say about this map.
Bank? I love bank.
Do you love Bank? Let's
absolutely-
go positive first. I want positivity all around. Then we're gonna get to the negative, and then we're gonna get to the changes. Braxton, positive things about Bank. Let's hear it.
My favorite Hibana spot is in bank.
Of course,
The one that's right above those pillars at the front doors.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people complain about the spawn kills from when people just kind of run out the front door and go for it. But also, I feel like if you're good enough, you should be ready for that. At this point,
Ooh.
you
Okay,
should be
yeah,
able to wait 10 seconds. Get some patience. Wait 10 seconds. Somebody pops out, you'll kill them.
Okay.
If they don't pop out, you can keep going. You don't have to sweat it. I think there's equal amounts of spawn kills versus being able to kill people from the outside. that I think kind of balances that out. As far as any more positives, I love all the sites. A lot of people don't really like Vault. I think Garage is the worst part of the entire map.
I agree.
I hate Garage. I hate going in it, and I hate defending it, and I can't find a balance of any of that.
Now, Patrick, I remember you saying you didn't have a problem with Garage.
I don't have a problem with attacking Garage. I have a problem defending it.
You have a problem defending it.
Yeah, you kind of always need someone to be in Garage to contest it, at least for, a good minute, just to kill some time.
Right.
'Cause most likely they're going to have at least one person go in Garage. But it just seems not the greatest for defenders. I mean, you could take it pretty easily, I feel like. You drone it out, you find where they're at, and you should be prepared to go in and take it. Also, that if they have it barricaded, that little stairway to the objectives,
Mm-hmm.
you could pop people's legs if they walk past it, unless they have a mirror right next to it, But either way, I don't have a problem attacking it.
Okay. So, Braxton, go ahead.
That's why if anybody has any advice for me as far as ways to defend it, ways to attack it, because I'm not comfortable with either. I hate going to Garage when I'm having to attack, and I hate trying to hold it when I'm defending. I've just never been comfortable in that room. But I love the map as a whole. The map as a whole is great.
What do you give it out of 1 to 10?
1 to 10? I'd give it a 7.3.
Wow.
Yeah, I like it.
That's a solid score.
What do you give it?
I'm not giving out Rook scores here, okay?
Bank is not one of my favorite maps, so I'll go a little bit less. Go 6.9 out of 10.
Okay.
Wow. I would more agree with Braxton. I really do like the map. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's not my favorite map, but when it comes up, I'm not
oh crap, Bank, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I like it. It's a fine map. So Patrick, what are your positive takes on Bank?
Positive, from attacking, I really like going up those pillars, rappelling up them, and getting a line of sight into the lobby
Mm-hmm.
and the second floor. I have a decent amount of kills doing that, and unless they're expecting it, which they should be, they're going to get popped.
I'm really surprised that not a lot of people don't, because I feel like me and you go there pretty often.
Pretty much every game.
Yeah. But
at least
nobody
30
really
seconds of
expects
just
it.
waiting.
They more look towards those outside windows that 90% of people repel on, I feel, and they kind of forget about those front ones. Which, honestly, I never knew they were there until I repelled up there with Habana and watched that Coconut Bra video. Shout out to Coconut Bra. Hopefully one day he'll listen to this podcast and say hello.
And get on the podcast.
That would be great.
If he listened to it, it would be absolutely nutty.
Oh my god.
Thank Patrick.
Nice.
Yes.
Really good stuff, Pat.
Thank you.
My positive take on it is I think it's a fantastic map. I think every spawn point for at least defending, there's no point where I'm like, this is a bad place.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
every point. Open area, the basement downstairs, where the garage is. I think there needs to be an adjustment, like we said in an earlier one, maybe a ladder going up the stairs. But other than that, I really dig this map. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm pumping it up a little bit. 8 out of 10.
I like that.
You know what? You convinced me. I'll bump it up.
Bumping it up.
Like 7 up. 7.5.
7.5.
I'll take a 7.5.
There we go.
I think another positive aspect about the map is, even though I don't do a lot of roaming, it has a lot of killer spots for defense.
There are so
If
many
you're
very
wrong.
defensive
There really is.
locations.
Best spot.
My favorite
Best,
spot?
Yeah.
I don't know the exact room name. It's storage closet or the janitor closet.
Oh, upstairs?
Oh wow, yeah, I like that spot.
That's a good one. That's a real good spot.
Okay.
My favorite is probably... I've been doing it with Valkyrie recently, where if you're in, it's the entrance right beside open area, and archives, I think is that one. But it comes from outside. And what you can do is you can hide in the right side of it, like right beside the door. And if you point your gun up and kind of just walk to the corner, they can't really see you that well. So what I'll do is I'll throw cams with Valk until they get to the point where they're behind me.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll come up behind them there if they don't catch me.
Right.
It's kind of a 50-50. And also as far as I think we've talked about how much I play Valk and Mira, but like both of them on that map are fantastic. There's so many good Valk cam spots.
Yeah. I remember a couple in Pro League that I was like, oh, that is awesome. Yeah, I agree. So let's talk about the negatives of this map. Are there any places where you just, you think, I hate this spot, or you hate a certain thing in this map? Pat, I'm going to throw it to you first. Anything you really don't like about this map?
I spoke about it earlier, how I like attacking from basement, but I'll never step foot in there if I'm in defense. I absolutely hate defending.
Downstairs?
The garage.
Wow.
Really?
Do you think that...
You don't like Vault?
That's probably the number one spot, right?
Yeah, I think it's the easiest to defend out of... they're kind of all close.
Well, I'm saying if I personally were in garage, I would want to die immediately.
Fair. I mean, I feel the same way, yeah.
Now, do you think like a defender like Alibi changes anything if you throw three of her things in that garage?
I think people drone it out too hard to really do anything about it.
They do.
I think it might buy, 15 seconds, 30 seconds at max.
If you have like a mute
they're still
Alibi
gonna take
combo.
it.
That would be interesting. A lot of people don't use the mute in the garage as much.
A lot of people don't talk about mute in general.
He's
anymore.
a great operator.
I think he's good, but there's just too many counters.
Now with these, like, I've noticed a trend with operators is like there's Ash and then there's Ash 2.0 with Sophia. Do you think there's ever going to be a mute 2.0? Maybe
there has to be another operator to stop hard breaching. There can't just be, because there's two.
Bandit and mute.
Unless I'm forgetting something.
No.
Yeah. So I think at some point somebody's got to come up that's...
I'm going to give you guys a buff idea, and you tell me bad or good.
Okay.
What if you could put the mute anywhere?
Kind of like a Jaeger?
On walls, like Jaeger.
Pat, you give your thoughts, because I'm still processing being able to do that.
That sounds really cool.
Right?
Now that you said it, why hasn't it been like that?
Right, because they just introduced the bulletproof cameras, which are essentially the same thing. They're the same size. They have the animation. Just do it. It would make mute 50 times more viable, because, Twitches probably couldn't get to it, because they would get messed up before they got into the drone hole. It would have to
I would hope so. Yeah, because that would be really cool, actually.
Yeah.
If you could put it above the drone hole. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I dig that. That would be awesome.
That's a really, really good buff for him. How you said
I don't think it's overpowered either.
No, it's very balanced.
That would be awesome. What about Dream Comps on Bank as far as attacking and defending? I would say general location, like wherever. Most of mine are going to be the same anyway, so.
Yeah, we have a set lineup pretty much for our ranked play, at least.
Yeah. Who's your dream attack comp, Pat, for Bank?
Dream attack comp. I would say Hibana, Sophia. I'd want to say Ash, but if you have a Sophia, it's not like absolutely necessary. So I'll skip her. Blitz. I think Blitz is amazing.
With how roam heavy the map is, you think Blitz is really good on that one?
Even though I don't use Blitz, I have a little crush for him.
I mean, the last time we played together, you were killing it with him.
It's a recent thing. It's a recent crush, and I have been playing with him just because I think it's so fun to run up on people that are not expecting a giant shield in their face.
Right.
So where was I? Sophia, Vanna, Blitz, Buck.
Why
I
Buck?
like Buck.
Hey, Buck.
shotgun thing.
The skeleton key?
Master
The
key.
skeleton, the master key.
Skeleton.
The master
Right.
unlocker.
The skeleton key, whatever.
You know that thing really baits people.
It does.
What was
Right, like I would say it's a master of it. What? What, Patrick?
Nothing.
Uh,
Alright, help me pick out the last one. I'm trying to think.
what are we on?
You've got a hard breacher. You've got a soft
Dokkaebi.
breacher. You've got
Dokkaebi.
two soft
Dokkaebi. He goes with Dokkaebi.
Okay.
All right. Wow. Well, you know what? That's a lot of good bank talk. I think we can all agree that bank is very good.
I love it.
Top 3 map.
Yes.
No.
Oregon is in my top 3.
Okay, we got Oregon for Braxton. Skyscraper.
I would choose Oregon.
I like Skyscraper, but I want to say I'd rather play Bank. I think I have fun on Skyscraper.
Okay, so
but I
bank
think
is above
is more-
Skyscraper. So what else is in that 3? We got Oregon.
Border.
See, I'm thinking Border, but
We got Coastline.
nah, I don't think Coastline would quite make it.
Villa.
I mean, I can
not
say my
Villa.
3 right now.
What are your 3?
Skyscraper, Border, and I really like Villa, but I would have to go with Coastline.
Coastline. Okay.
I would probably say I'm gonna go Oregon
Okay, obviously.
Consulate.
Oh, wow.
People forget about Consulate. People
I'm-
don't like Consulate.
not a big-
I love
yeah.
Consulate. Great for roaming. Great for attacking. It's great for everything. It's just a fun map.
Right.
And I think I would throw Bank at 3rd.
Okay. I would
I'm
definitely...
not a big Clubhouse fan. I'm not like a massive Coastline fan. I like Coastline. What else is there even? Theme Park? I'm not going to say Theme
No.
Park.
Actually, sorry. I'm switching out Coastline. Clubhouse.
Yeah, see, I was going to say with the new buff.
You like it that much more? I like it. I don't know.
I'm
I like
definitely
Bank better.
Oregon is in there. I mean, that might
Oregon
be number
is-
1. It's the
Oregon's
best
my
map.
favorite map.
Oregon is amazing.
I
love
really
Oregon.
dig Skyscraper. Like, I think that's such a good map.
It's a really, really.
Well, there's one we're
nostalgic.
forgetting. I don't know if you guys like it, though. Cafe.
Dostoevsky?
Yeah.
I'm always torn.
Dostoevsky.
Because I
It's-
either do really.
Yeah. You either do
I almost
really
do
good.
really freaking good.
Right,
Or really, really terrible.
right. No, I agree.
Now
It's
that you say it, it is like a 50-50 thing for us on Cafe. It's kind of weird. We should work on that.
Yeah, we should. Well, I think that's going to wrap up the bank talk for this week. But I think we have one more thing we do need to get to. Braxton, if you could lay down some smooth beats for me. Yo, this is Patrick Problems. He goes in hard, but you ain't gonna stop him. Pat's got stuff that he says, but what? This dude right here has had enough. He's the Batman, we the Robins, and right here is Pat's Problems. God. What'd you think of that, Pat?
My jaw.
Right?
Jason
I
literally
got
typed it
goosebumps.
out while we
I
were
got
talking
goosebumps.
about Last Alive.
That was amazing.
You can probably hear it in the audio. It's like clickety clack. I was like, I'm trying to not be like so loud. But that right there is Pat's Problems rap. I almost messed it up. And I went with a little Jay-Z.
Yeah. I
Like,
thought
yo,
it-
what's going on?
Yo,
Yeah,
It's me.
I have sex with Beyonce. Or other women
It's
too.
kind of Christopher Walken-y.
Whoa. I have
wow.
sex with Beyonce.
Stab you in the face.
With
Sounding
the
nice.
master
Jay-Z turned into
key.
Christopher Walken.
That's
We
crazy.
need to do an episode where we all do
All do,
different voices.
and then when they like all the reviews go down, we get like a 1
We
out of
know
5
why.
stars. I'll be like, "Hey, what's up? Welcome
I'll
to
be-
Swapping
I
Mags."
just,
Yeah.
I want to be
Wow.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you? Yeah.
Hey, welcome back. Just welcome
Oh, you
back.
guys make me smile. You guys are the best.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pat.
Well, Pat, you make me smile with the way you talk about them problems. So let's get right into it. Patrick's problems. What do we got for this week?
It'll be a shorter segment. I only have one,
Oh,
but
no.
I feel like it's a big deal. I feel like it should take precedence.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Does it do a lot of damage to the game?
Yes.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Can we insert
I'm
that
not-
sound clip?
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
being sincere. Yes, it is. They need to fix it now. Now.
All right, go ahead. Tell us all about it.
So, in Diamonds, I would know nothing about it. I have never touched it.
Fair.
Right.
You know.
I didn't even sniff Diamond before.
Yeah,
I was in Platinum once in my whole life.
Me too.
Yes.
It lasted a day.
Less than a day.
Yeah.
I think we were all Platinum the same day. We
Yeah.
got shot back down to Gold 1.
Now I'm in
But,
silver.
there's a lot of hackers. There's a lot of hackers, and apparently it's almost every single game in Diamonds, which it makes sense. Hackers, I mean, if you're hacking, you shouldn't lose. You should be Diamond if you're hacking. So we don't see it in Gold. We don't see it in Silver. We don't see it in Platinum that often. But in
Now-
Diamond, it's a big issue.
Another thing we don't see it on console. I mean, obviously.
Not on count. No,
Right.
not on console.
This is all
of course.
PC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I touched on this in my Jason Solo video, episode, audio. But I feel like Battle Eye, the people that run these people are cheating,
Mm-hmm.
aren't doing their job.
No.
There was a Reddit post, I forgot who it was, I mentioned it in the last video, that he literally cheated. He said, I'm going to cheat. And Battle Eye did not ban him. It was actually a person that had to, like, call them and
Yeah.
email them and say, hey, this guy's cheating. So Battle Eye does nothing unless they're getting reports that there's some suspicious behavior. By the way, I don't even know why there is that on console. The report for toxic. It does nothing.
No.
It does literally
Absolutely
nothing.
nothing.
But yeah, continue, Pat. What are your thoughts on this whole hacking situation? How can we fix it, or are we gonna fix it?
Well, they should just revamp the protection system. Like the Battle Eye isn't doing its job, and I feel like it's a serious harm for competitive play in ranked. I mean, you don't want to ever run into a hacker in ranked because it's just completely unfair. It's detrimental to the game itself
Mm-hmm.
in the long term, anyway.
I just don't see how it could be fun on PC when you are getting hacked. I would.
I don't imagine as a hacker how it's fun. Like,
Well, any
You know?
game I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's I never understood that mentality where it's
like
hey,
you know
I'm
you're
put
gonna
on
win.
something
Right.
and win so easy. I play games for the competition. I play games because I want to feel frustrated. I want to feel the satisfaction of winning a hard-fought victory.
I mean, high level people, they cheat all the time. Like I've seen Twitch people that have millions of subscribers. They use aimbots and stuff. I just don't understand it. Maybe it is for the notoriety and fame of
Yeah.
like I'm good, but I'm actually not.
Mm-hmm.
But then I don't see. I don't know. The hammer always will drop.
Yeah.
So
Eventually,
why
yeah.
do it? Get good at the game. Just get good at the game yourself.
Just get good. Just get good.
Just
Get good.
GITGUD. Get good.
Get good.
So yeah, it's a thing that the PC players are gonna have to worry about for a long, long time until something happens, and that's
Until something happens, like they all just switch to PlayStation and stop playing
Right.
this PC Master Race game.
now let's talk about our PlayStation accounts.
Okay.
If anybody would like to play with us, we play a lot,
Mhm.
and you guys are awesome fans,
Agreed.
and we play here and there. We try to play as much as possible. We work a lot. We play at night. If you'd like to add me on PlayStation, feel free. My place did it, but
Oh, do you
I almost got through that whole thing.
just want to put them in the link? So they
How about
don't
there?
have to-
We'll put them in the link.
Yeah.
We'll put them on Twitter if you guys want to add us. Feel free, because we're very into our community.
Yeah.
We take these questions on Twitter. We have a Facebook that's not really running great. We want to know if you guys want us to have an Instagram. See us, do the thing.
We can always put our personal ones in there too.
We could do that. You can follow us there. Because we want you guys to be a part of the podcast. If you guys want to send us voice messages, we'll put you on the podcast itself, asking questions, saying how great we are. I'll
Yeah.
take it.
And
No,
I'll,
that'd be pretty cool,
Yeah.
having like an actual voice play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Haven't heard from Zona. But we've
Zona,
been-
where you at?
Where you
boy?
at, boy?
I know we've been going, but where you at?
Come on, boy. You can't be going ghost on us now. Now, every week we come up with a topic for next week. Braxton, you came up with one a couple weeks ago. Then I came up with a couple because, I did one solo, then I did the Russian operators. It's time for Pat to pick either a gun, an operator, a map, or just whatever you want us to talk about in Rainbow Six Siege. Let's talk about it. What is it going to be next week?
I would just like to say, as soon as you said, let's let Pat choose, my brain, just all the little people that run my brain went into scramble mode and just started screaming.
Well, actually, while you scramble with that brain, I do have to say one more thing that we forgot to talk about. These new alpha packs that have been added to Rainbow Six Siege. What are they, the summer packs? I don't know what they're calling them.
I think the consensus in the community is 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10, don't like it. There is one thing I want from those packs, and that is it.
There's one thing that everybody wants.
It's that Legion.
The Legion headgear.
The Legion headgear looks so cool. He's got that buzz cut.
Popsicle.
He's got the popsicle in his mouth. And
It does look sick. Oh.
That's one way to describe it. You got an IQ headgear, which is pretty cool. Gives her, I think, pink hair. The Dokubi one looks absolutely ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
She's got big goggles on. She looks kind of dumb. But yeah, and you can't earn those in-game, which is the worst thing. You actually have to buy them with your own money. I don't think that should be in this game. We're not EA. Come on, Ubisoft. I need you to get your stuff together. Alpha packs alone are really not welcome.
Yeah, they're kind of up in the air.
I would rather just buy what I want to buy. I understand what they're trying to do, and it's totally fine. But at least let you earn those things in-game. I don't like that you have to buy them. So, Pat, while I just bit over some time, have you thought about it? Have you thought about what we're talking about next week?
Yeah, I have not too big of a discussion, but what would you guys like to see? We talked about it earlier, but we could try and come up with some ideas for a new operator that would, jam, like serve the same function as Mute and Bandit.
All right, so we're gonna talk all about we're gonna come up with ideas for a new hard breach stopper next week on Swapping Mags.
I might even draw somebody up and
please,
at least a headgear.
Braxton's gonna possibly draw up a new operator, and we want your opinions also. Be in the show. That would be awesome. Before we head out, Braxton, Pat, do you guys want to say anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay, Patrick.
Thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate it. We love the feedback, and it helps us have a longer podcast.
Yeah.
So thank you guys.
I love Patrick.
I love Patrick too. One last thing I'll mention is we are now on Spotify. So you can add us on Spotify. You can get us on iTunes. Get us on Podbean. Get us on
Your
YouTube.
mom's house.
You can get us on your mom's house. We are on YouTube also. You can listen to it there if you don't have any of those. We're trying to get it. We're trying to get you that podcast, guys.
I think we're going to try to start making videos soon.
Yeah, we want to,
once our community gets bigger.
Right. Once people like us and like our personalities, we're going to give you more of it. We're going to start a YouTube channel. Maybe we can play with you guys and you could be in those videos too. We are really excited for the future. Hopefully we don't take any long breaks like we just did. I was on vacation. That was my bad. Went to Disney. It was...
And like I said, I started my apprenticeship.
Right.
So I was really busy in that transition. But I'm set.
Everybody's set.
Ready.
Pat is still always going to be on the phone. He's going to be our phone guy unless he comes down once in a while. He might. We don't know.
I might. I work a lot.
Yeah, he works a lot. He's a busy boy. But all that being said, we will see you guys next week when we talk about stopping hard breachers.
Bye.
And don't forget to swap those mags.
I did.
All right.
Swapping mags.
Swapping mags. Swapping mags. Swapping mags.
Swapping mags.